co-founder and CEO. Gentlemen, the stage is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Amit. As I was introduced, I work with Home Credit. I've been a part of this group since 2011. For the last 11 years, I've been with this company and worked on various roles, which involves collections, business expansion, operations, anti-fraud, and a lot more. Today, in this forum, we will discuss how collections has evolved over time and what better way to start. Day 1, 10:30, and we're discussing collections. I think for the financial sector, collections comes to the end. And today we start with collections. I'm really happy about it. And to discuss this, I have two very experienced speakers with me in this panel. I have Rishabh from Credgenics, and we have Muqlazh from PermataBank. So Rishabh and Muqlazh, if you can have a short introduction from your side, please.
Sure. Well, thanks for the introduction. Quickly introducing myself, I'm Rishabh. With Home Credit. So at Credgenics, we are working towards streamlining collections. A lot of focus, obviously, as of now, we can see is on credit penetration and lending to underserved PermataBank population. But here, like till the time the collections are not streamlined, and the focus of the lenders also, and the comfort to expand is reduced. So I think just to make that comfort more and enable you to expand the go faster and this accelerate this financial inclusion, which we talk about. We founded Credgenics in 2020 and I think happened 2.5 years by year spreading across Southeast Asia.
Thank you, Rishabh. Muqlazh, a few words from you, please.
My name is Muqlazh Yusufi. I'm the head of collection strategy from PermataBank. Managing my aspects of collection management from analytic, reporting, infrastructure, tracing, etc. So I'm glad to be here with you all here today and have our session here. Give you the insights that you are from.
I think all of us are excited here. We started with collections on day 1. So, as the topic suggests, collections. And we all know that collections is important. A lot of people around us say that collections is evolving and it all started with the pandemic. But we all know that that's not true. It started evolving a long time before that. If you ask people in the market, if you ask people around us, if you ask people 3 years ago, 5 years ago, what is collections? People had a very negative perception about it. What was collection in the past? People would say it's a department which is pushing, which is brutal, which involves push, press, go to someone's house, pick up their fridge, AC, TV, car, whatever you can, and maximize your cash collections. That was collections. Did people want to work in collections? No. I think it was the hardest to find people to work in collections. People who sometimes, I would say type class people, yeah, he's a collector. It was not very easy for people in collections. Things are changing. Things are changing now. Ask us. What is collections now? Collections is a department like any other, where you have a beautiful balance of performance, you have a balance of customer experience, you have strategy, you have efficiency, you have everything which a complete organization has. I usually say this: collections is an organization within itself. It's a complete organization. Now, what led to this change? I think all of us realized, because what used to happen in the past, customers, every organization was focusing on acquisition. And what was acquisition? Or what is acquisition? You deal with a customer, you sell a loan, it takes a few hours, in the past it used to take 2 days, and it was over. And then for the next 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, they were dealing with collections. So sales had 1 day to annoy the customer, we had 3 years to annoy the customer. Over time, competition increased. With increasing competition, people got choices. People focus on customer experience. Now, a customer has choices. He can always say, I like this company, I don't like this company. They can always say, I'm unhappy with, for example, company ABC, and I'll not go back to them. So, collections has to focus on customer experience. It becomes the most important aspect, which was not existent in the past. Second, with increasing competition, the margins are limited, profit is limited. So collections has to work on efficiency. Technology is improving. So what do? We improve and work on technology, we work on strategy, we work on segmentations, we work on usage of data. Along with that, we heard OJT in the beginning. Regulations are coming up for day by day. So things have been changing over time. Now, COVID. Should I say that COVID had no impact? That would be absolutely incorrect. COVID actually made things faster. Everything that was happening, it became fast. A lot of companies which were resisting the change, they actually started accepting the change. Now, I think I've said enough. Let's move to my first question. Muqlazh, now coming to COVID, what do you think were the most common changes which you observe as an industry veteran, which you observe in the market? What were the most common changes that you observe?
Yeah, I think you mentioned about the changes for the taking place even before COVID. So COVID itself actually catalyzed the changes that happened around us. It changed a lot of things when it happened. We in collection we tried to actually take it through the credit risk and file, what process need to be changed, the kind of documentations and everything, the kind of reporting. So we learned through COVID, right? COVID has taught us something very important that we need to continue to change to improve our processes. And through all that, now we're facing this inflation, this economic distress alarms everywhere. So I think that we can increase our importance on collections. Um, in collection itself, I think our role in collections has gone beyond just collecting. It has somewhat transformed from being a collector to more like an advisor. I've dealt with a lot of restructuring applications coming from the customers with every story that they have. They have this business going down, they have lost their jobs, their wives, their spouses. So we need to give them some kind of solutions that actually fit to their financial conditions. So this one, changing role of collections. But of course, we need to talk business. So when we collect, there must be some cost, right? There must be some cost to collect all those credits. So we must aim for efficiency as well. And here in this place, it is part of my attempt to what are the solutions that may be there to help me improve the efficiency for collections. Thank you.
Just to add here, I remember that you already mentioned, like lending is right now, it is a collections business if you see it. It's easier to give money to someone, but collecting it without even distorting the experience is actually more important. And it should be seen as a customer, and it should not be seen as a billing system versus essentially a reminder system. In COVID, it was somewhat of a forced adoption of digitalization. Since like the physical relations couldn't happen, you cannot go to anyone's house to collect, right? Even the call centers couldn't operate with their proper efficiency because it was work from home everywhere. So the systems have to evolve to essentially cater to that need. So it was a forced adoption, and also like one from the system standpoint, even from the borrower standpoint. A lot of digitization happened. And if you see, we are just going through the data that during COVID, even in Indonesia, the digital payments doubled from 34% to almost 57%. This essentially means that since the adoption of digital modes have increased, even by the borrower to pay back, so automatically it makes more sense that even I push my collections. So that is the way I think COVID forced it. COVID started much before, but I think the speed with which it evolved, I think that was just tremendous.
Absolutely. Yes. So to summarize what you said, we started advising, we started helping customers. We use more digital methods. Voice bots were involved. More payment channels became digital. Customers got the habit of it. People started working from home. People who had the mindset that people don't work from home, they changed the mindset. So the old mindset got a change. Absolutely agree with that. Yet there are companies, there are people who did not change so far. So why do you think, Rishabh, some companies have not changed yet?
So yeah, I think firstly also it is the understanding of the borrower base also. Uh, Many companies or many lenders right, don't think that their borrowers are technology savvy to even accept the digital modes of collection, right? Because they see that like there can multiple reasons of not changing. One is that we don't believe that a borrower base is that tech savvy that they be like listening to us for and making a payment to a payment link or to our code, right? Second can be that my systems as of now are so evolved or maybe I think it's so integrated deeply with my existing core systems that though I can understand the value of this iteration, but still there is a push internally to not experiment much, right? Because otherwise I'm just working my existing systems as of now. The third can be even, I think the mindset as in the fresh mindset as in coming in the companies and the young people are coming in, joining in. They can see because it just because I think the median age in Indonesia is over 13.3 years, which is similar to India, almost similar to India, 29.8 years. So if you see that, then the tilt is towards the younger population. And if the tilt is towards the younger population, I think we should obviously embrace the digital solution because they are tech savvy. They will know how to make a digital payment, how to use all these apps. Right? And right now there are a lot of fintechs coming up with a loan on WhatsApp, loan over all of digital channels. But when it comes to collections, there is no, I think, collections happening on these digital channels or WhatsApp or spots. Still, you require a loan on. So from that standpoint, I think the companies who have this mindset that maybe the understanding of the borrower base has not changed with time, or maybe the systems are complex enough internally, or maybe they have no mindset. I think that is the whole reason. But over time, I can feel that this is a competition that as my cost to acquire increases, I have to cut down on the cost. I have to make the systems more scalable. So automatically, when this will happen, it can be through those developments, it can be through systems, it can be through anything. But that change has come. That is also.
So you're saying that it's because one, they feel that it's not relevant, second, they may be too rigid to change, and third, it may be a cost factor. So it's all about awareness. So with time, it will change. And we go to the next question here. So I was about to ask, we discussed voice bots, we discussed automations, cover the next one where selling happens on WhatsApp, but collections does not. So basically, this leads me to my next question, which is what next? Now, what I can think of is self-service. We have self-service for customer care, where it started. We have self-service for sales process now, but I don't see self-service for collections so far. Is that driven by technology, or is that driven by the mindset that customers will not use it? Because we still need to push. Is it driven by the mindset? So, one of you, any one of you, or both of you, what do you think drives this? We don't go for self-service in collections. Self-service.
Right. I could have explored about self-service, but then the question is, we're in collections where we deal with condition whereby customers are like delinquent, they're delaying their payments to us, and there is some kind of hesitance whether these customers when we actually try to reach them, try to contact them, and they will try to go to the self-service platform and try to make payment. This possibility as well. I mean, there's a lot of technologies. There's self-service. We've been also experimenting with some other technologies. We've tried voice bots. We've tried tracings. We've tried some other technologies as well. But the point is, I would like to express a very important point here that the customers are changing. Their behaviors are changing. What I mean by customers is all of us here as customers as well. So we are actually changing. The kind of expectations that customers have are different compared to like 2 to 3 years ago. Even so, the OJT also, I appreciate that they have the customer protection platform as well. So they expect us to actually serve them better. They will actually easily try to voice their complaints very easily right now. So as a collection, as somebody collection coming, we have to know how to serve our customers better. No longer about just collection.
And then just to add here, like, it's the concept of DIY, which is do it yourself. Since this serving journey has been designed and by a lot of institutions now, right? But I think the common complaint there is that it is a push versus a pull. So I think when it comes to collections, you have to push customers to make a payment versus they are not coming themselves. So for that purpose, like you automatically all the lenders know they have a cost to collect in all the pockets. So instead of putting that cost, right, essentially a lot of incentivization schemes are done that you will get maybe a voucher or 5,000 rupees or something like that. Right? That you essentially can complete the payment within this 30 days. Anyways, I'm incentivizing the borrower to essentially come and make the payment digitally. And I'm saying for Sushai will have other questions on my digital collection channels. It improves the borrower, it improves the customer experience, it improves the scale rating of collections. And a lot of these moves, like to identify which borrower would even be interested in doing these things, that can be identified using voice bots, this is the response, this is WhatsApp. So a lot of these channels can be used to watch their behavior and response. And ultimately the push of these incentivization of coupon rebates can happen there. And it has worked really well. Like if you talk about some of the banks in India or maybe other Southeast Asian markets, it has worked really well. Where the customers are now coming themselves versus a push report. Obviously, all will not do. Maybe even if 30-40% of the base is able to do that out of the labor, it's a big number, it's a big push. And we should not aim for 100%. Definitely, we should not aim for 100%. It's a combination, but at least it's a good start.
I think to add to what you said, the first session this morning from Ojita, there was a reference to financial literacy. Now, financial literacy was referred to, it was mentioned that for the students, for younger population, there are efforts to improve financial literacy, and when these people grow up, they would know that it's beneficial for them to pay on time. So with these people growing up, it makes much more sense to make it, to change, actually, to evolve with them. These people will not require or should not require a push mechanism. So I think that's something which would change, and someone has to change that design. Everything that we discussed so far, all the evolution that we've discussed, is about voice bots, WhatsApp, other, let's say, channels that we've used. Most of it helps efficiency. Most of it helps collections and the company reduce the cost, optimize output, optimize performance. What about customer experience? How do you think technology, in Rishabh, maybe start with you, how do you think technology can help improve customer experience?
Sure, I think so. As you rightly mentioned, I think a lot of focus has been on voice bot, WhatsApp, etc. But I think the thesis is that this will help me reduce my manual activity on these accounts. But I think the customer experience goes for a toll, and it is when you essentially make a call to a customer, and then the conversation is beyond anyone's control. And you don't know what will happen over that call. So wherever there are manual touch points or human touch points, there is a risk of customer experience going bad. So firstly, you have to reduce the number of human interactions, you have to make it more digital. I am getting a call versus like getting a WhatsApp message. I am comfortable with a WhatsApp message and replying to that versus getting a call from someone and speaking to that guy. It so automatically has a number of nudges. Like suppose the number of nudges to follow were 10 to the view. Now it will remain 10, but out of 10, it will be only 5 calls and 5 would be nudges on WhatsApp or SMS transactions. Which automatically improves the forward response. Now coming on to the second part of technology, which is even now you have to call a borrower. If I have to call a borrower to maybe explain him or maybe their concerns around some fee charges, he's not clear about it. So there are a lot of these things have to firstly happen from a standpoint that all the calls which are happening are audited in some way that at least the person who speaks to the borrower knows that keeping the customer experience in the center. I should not be named, but like, for example, everyone knows their credit experience. Someone have spoken to the call center, like there's a trusted difference. When you speak with these guys versus others, and the reason is the training, etc., has happened and the technology which they have. Right? While speaking to a borrower, they have all the details with respect to his behavior, how he has acted in the past, how he has responded to a set of communications, and then the discussion can be much more informed versus a plain vanilla call which asks you that you have to ask for payment. So it has to be a lot of customer centric. I think which is happening in terms of our advertisements. We get a lot of personalized ads. We get everything personalized. But when it comes to customer experience, that most personalized basis your problem statement, right? It can be a means to pay issue, it can be an issue. There's an intent issue. When you have means, you have money, but you have money. So able to bifurcate during the call itself and then accordingly modify my language. That actually makes more sense and it's the best use of technology to do.
So basically, you're saying that if you're able to use data to decide when to call, who to call, and how to call. I mean, call is just the way of saying it. It's how to connect. So when to connect, who to connect, and how to connect. We're able to improve customer experience. Absolutely agree with that. Now, again, all this conversation is all about calls, SMSs, WhatsApp. What about for you? Muqlazh, what do you think? How can we use technology? How can we either get rid of you? Or how can we make it more effective, efficient? How can we improve that? Because everything that we do is about call centers or digital communication, but I believe very less has been done in the area of field collections. What do you think about it?
Yeah, correct. I think Rishabh has mentioned a lot about how they're looking at compulsory collections, but mostly what Rishabh mentioned was central on the call centers. We do notice that much of our operations probably heavy on the call centers. We try to call, and although it's already evolving towards to be contact centers, because more of the customers are not prefer testing, not calling actually. Also, the calling numbers is very important. But then the field collections is also something that we must consider as well. There's one aspect of field collection that can be discussed. First is of course the technology that can actually help them to organize them better towards the field mobile applications. In the future, if banks or financial institutions are working collection, I'm sure we understand about the efficiency of the field mobile applications. More on that, we must also consider whether the use of technology for field, for example, we deal with customers in rural areas, like for example outside Jakarta, somebody who is quite far. Do we actually how do we equip our field agents to actually reach this customer and straight away when they actually find the customer, try to push them to pay on the spot rather than bringing them somewhere to the nearest ATM. Not everyone actually already has mobile banking, so there must be a solution that was like for a payment solution that field collection agent can actually bring to the customer.
So giving them a template which is GPS enabled, they can collect payments, they can trace the customer better, provide them with information in real time, is what you believe can happen. Most of it is already available. Let's see how that can be done.
Just to add that point, I think this GPS monitoring and all of these things are from a lender's perspective, right? It's always physical, we call it digital plus physical. So we never say that physical will get eliminated. Physical is important, only the percentage attribution has to reduce. But when it comes to field collection, as Muqlazh was saying, that you have to evolve in a way that a lot of these monitoring is happening from a GPS standpoint, mood optimization, etc. But some things which I think are very, very crucial and important from a human psyche perspective. If you give collectors an interface as to how they're spending, just a ranking, some gamification of the dashboards, just to motivate them to be on a topic. So automatically all these things can happen. Like without even creating an incentive structure, purely basis that. So a lot of this has to be driven by human psyche also, right? To be able to try this. Second is that the purpose of field is very twofold. One is that if suppose you want to collect cash, versus from mobile platform and bank rate. And the second is that obviously there's a lot of push for which is there. But if you see in the stats, almost out of 300 million, more than 4 million out of internet and are using mobile actively 155 almost million into the WhatsApp. So a lot of these payments can be driven digitally. Even if you're going on a field, you should ask them to make an online payment. You should ask them to make an online payment. At least that gets your customer converted for the next time. No need to come to him again to get it in cash. So verification has to happen from there itself. Right? And then you can use all the hardcore cash customers optimization.
Alright, I have a lot more questions to ask, but in the interest of time, we have only 5 minutes left. So let's see if there are some questions from the audience. Do we have any questions from the audience? Can we share? If no, then I can continue with my questions. So, do we have any questions from the audience, or I can continue with it? I can continue, right? All right. My next question will be regarding machine learning and AI. So, we've discussed call-center solutions, we've discussed paid machine learning and AI, and the fancy words which have been used for quite some years now. How do you think they can be easily used? They can be used easily by companies. They can be cost-effective, and they can be relevant to operations.
Yeah, so I think AI and all these, as you rightly mentioned, might have been misused also a lot of times rather than used. But if you see the actual power, right, it is there. So AI means just mimicking human behavior. So I'm training my entire base on data, which is just trying to mimic what a human will do, and with more efficiency, keeping all the parameters in mind in terms of how I should deal with customer in terms of experience. So when I say AI, it's essentially like at a corporate level, making the journey entirely personalized. This is someone acknowledging a WhatsApp who's someone who's used to field collection, someone who has clicked on a payment, tried to make a payment, not able to do that. Basis how the borrower has been responding to all the nudges and the channels. The next step should be decided automatically basis how he has been responding. So that is the system of the machine learns automatically how to use that science at a borrower level, and should not be a generic science at a portfolio level. That is the strategy I want to run at an entire portfolio and not at a borrower. So I think the use of ML and AI, obviously the data is huge. The data is not being used. We are able to, I think, use this data to sense that a lot of these things can happen in a much more evolved way. And this has already been done. There are a lot of lenders that we are working with. We are essentially trying to automate the journey based on and not a portfolio. So it becomes more centric to borrower, and automatically that reflects in terms of his repeat behavior. He will come again to take a loan from you. He again will not mention anything about percentage activities. So a lot of these things can happen. The power is real if you are able to work it.
And during this interaction, we discussed how the evolution is important. Yeah, we all agree with that. We also understand that it's not very easy for every organization. Primarily because people sometimes don't want to change, or sometimes it's too difficult to change, or sometimes there are capacity constraints. How do you think Credgenics as an organization can help, the organizations adapt or accept the new technology?
So here we try to define a lot of KPIs, key performance indicators. Like for example, while working with any vendor, we try to work it and do it like a case study. There can be cost of collection which you want to optimize, or if the cost is not a constraint, I'm okay to take an extra cost, then it has to result in extra resolution or extra collection. I'm spending $1 to collect 10. Now, if I want to make that 10 constant, even my $1 has to come down to 80 cents. Or if I'm increasing my 1 to 1.5, then the $10 has to go to 15. It's a simple maths. It's a simple investment which is seen in a very high return rate. So while working with any one, we essentially try to define the performance statements, and this is that only whatever fits in the current scheme of things. So we made it very modular for every bucket, for every model, for every team, whether it's a legal or a field or a strategy or a communications. We try to make it very modular that you let us know what the major pain point is at this point in time. We don't want to push the system to enable you, I think, just remove and take out that thing. Okay, let us know the pain point and we define a KPI with that. And let's monitor it for the 3 months in a POC phase. And once you see the results, automatically that gives a confidence to the lender to us that essentially we are able to do that. And that has to be backed by a lot of data, like your data science team who's essentially just back the insights we are getting from the world. So it's not pure platform per se, which will require a lot of integrations, etc. But essentially it's a modular thing which can fit and plug and play many of the things which is missing. And then over time, as the comfort increases, and you see it's not a major gap, it's not a major gap in the clients that happen. So I think with the same pace, we got almost now 100 plus financial institutions in the span of 2 years. And we have been able to grow only by referral and word of mouth. I think so that is something which we believe is important.
Muqlazh, you being a very famous guy in the market, yeah. Simple question for you. You believe that the market and people around are accepting the new technology? Yes. So you believe that people that you know, because you're a very famous guy, and people know you a lot. So people around you, they are accepting the new technology, they're accepting the change. They're happy to accept that time is changing and they are happy to accept the new technology.
Certainly. All of us here, sitting here, all of us here actually know, acknowledge that there are changes, right? Changes are here, changes that we need to embrace, that we need to adapt ourselves. What can we do actually? Is this technology suitable for us? Is the technology suitable for us? But the bigger question is whether can we drive the change? Because let's say we find the technology that is suitable. So what's next? How do we drive the change? Some people in our organization are very comfortable with what we have, with the systems already in place, the process and everything. So hopefully, more than just embracing the change, we can actually lead the change and be a change agent.
I think that's a good statement to end the session with. So thank you very much for this wonderful conversation. And thank you very much for being a good audience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Ladies and gents, can you please give a big round